Meteorologist Stevie D. The time now is 4:30 on this Tuesday morning. Let's take a look at your full forecast. We dealt with a good amount of snow across the state of Maryland yesterday morning. Overall, areas picked up anywhere from 1 to 14 inches across the state. The higher totals were focused near the beaches, just dealing with some light scattered snow showers back off towards our west, right around West Virginia through Pennsylvania and even up towards New York. Here's what's left of that nor'easter. It is continuing to push past Maine, and just taking a look at snowfall totals over the past 2 days, really picked up that heavy amount of snow across portions of the East Coast. Look at Providence, Rhode Island, though. They actually set an all-time record. They saw snowfall amounts just under 38 inches. So impressive. We saw about a little bit under 2 inches at the airport, so that puts us at 15.6 inches so far this season. So still a little bit below average, but as we take a look at your temps this morning, this is one of the big stories. We are starting off below freezing in many areas, especially north and west of the Chesapeake Bay. Keep in mind, wind gusts right now, they're whipping out there. They're gusting up to about 25 to 30. That's how they'll likely stay through the afternoon, keeping our wind chills on the lower end of the scale. Right now, it's currently feeling like the teens out there, even into the lower 20s near Chestertown. And it's going to continue to feel like the 20s throughout the afternoon hours. On this National Tortilla Chip Day, I would eat those yummy tortillas inside because it is going to be feeling chilly. We'll have that noticeable chilly breeze. Temps are only going to hit 37 degrees this afternoon right around the Baltimore metro. We do have more sunshine increasing throughout the day today. A warm front is going to lift to our north. This could spark a few snowflakes, possibly even some raindrops as we head into the overnight. A lot of this skirting through the region as we approach the midnight hour into early tomorrow morning. But overall, little snow accumulation is expected. Then we have another storm system that impacts the region on Thursday. This is going to bring us a renewed chance for mostly rain showers as the core of this moisture builds in during the afternoon when temps are sitting above freezing in the mid-40s. Your 7-day meteorologist Stevie D. The time now is 4:45 on this Tuesday morning. Let's look at your super 7-day forecast. We're getting the day started. We are starting off very cold. We have wind chills at this moment set up in the teens for a lot of the area because winds are a little bit breezy out there. We'll be dealing with that brisk wind throughout the day. However, it's not going to feel as gusty as yesterday, but it's still going to leave us with wind chills, most likely ranging in the upper 20s through the afternoon, even though we should be nearing 37 degrees as the kids head home from school. So have them walk carefully to the bus stop this morning. There's likely still some icy patches on any untreated sidewalks or even roadways. Looking at your Wednesday, temperature is right around 52 degrees. A mix during the morning hours, a few raindrops, even some flurries, but little to no accumulation is expected. And then we are looking at another dose of some much needed rain, mostly dealing with rain out of this event. There could be some mixing closer to the state line, but the majority of this moisture slides through during the afternoon. So I'm thinking it's going to be too warm for any snow to fall. Taking a glance at your Friday, drying things out with a high. Just Stevie D. The time now is 5 o'clock on this Tuesday morning. Let's take a look at your temps right now because this is really one of the biggest stories in the weather department. We are starting off below freezing in almost every single location. It's feeling a tad bit milder farther southeast of the Baltimore metro, but you need to dress extra warm today. Grab those warm boots and also that warm hat. You'll certainly need it. The kids will want to also walk very carefully to the bus stop. There still could be some icy patches out there on sidewalks and roadways as we dealt with the refreeze last night. And keep in mind that winds are a little bit brisk out there. They're a little bit breezy and elevated, especially across the higher elevations. Right now dealing with wind gusts ranging anywhere from 20 to upwards of 32 miles per hour. Really feeling that added breeze across northern Frederick County, which is the reason why it's feeling like 7 degrees over in Thurmont. Feeling like the teens for most of the area this morning. So again, that's why you want to dress. Stevie D. The time now is 5:11 on this Tuesday morning. Let's take a look at your full forecast. That powerful nor'easter, that area of low pressure is moving well away from Maine this morning, still producing some snow showers well up towards our northeast, and it brought anywhere from 1 to 2 feet, a little bit more than that across portions of New England, just dealing with a few light snow showers falling over Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and even out towards western New York. But radar is a lot quieter out there this morning, so what a difference 24 hours can make. And because we actually had temps rise into the low 40s yesterday. It did help to take out some of that snowpack that the system brought, but there's still some lingering snowpack out there. It's not impacting visibilities today, though. We are seeing about 10 miles in most areas because of how breezy the winds are. Right now, our temperatures are standing in the mid to upper 20s, so sitting below freezing, really feeling that added chill up towards our far northwestern communities, where it's feeling like the single digits, like areas up in Thurmont, in northern Frederick County. Parkton, you guys are feeling like 11 degrees this morning, 17 downtown, and feeling like 16 down in Annapolis. Wind gusts are kicking up in that 20 to 30 mile per hour range. They're starting to relax a little bit right around the I-95 corridor, but really feeling that gusty wind flow from Easton out towards Stevensville. Winds are going to stay pretty elevated throughout the day today, gusting between 20 to 25 miles per hour. That's going to have an impact on how it feels out there. Despite the fact that we have more sunshine to look forward to today, we keep our temps about 10 degrees below average. We're only expected to hit 37 degrees because of that chilly breeze that's going to make it feel more like the upper 20s. So the warm hat is going to be your best friend. More in the way of sunshine today, as high pressure is going to be in control, but then a warm front is going to lift to our north. This could spark a few snow flurries across the higher elevations near the state line. Even a few raindrops could mix in as well across the lower elevations as we head into the overnight hours. This is going to persist throughout early tomorrow morning. Little to no accumulation is expected. Again, this is going to be a very fast moving system. And then we have a cold front that's going to charge through on Thursday. This is going to bring us our next round of mostly rain showers. It looks like the bulk of the moisture on Thursday holds off until we head into the afternoon and evening. So this is mostly going to be a rain event on Thursday. We're going to watch this very closely, though, because some of the model guidance does hint at some flakes making it near the state line as well as the system slides through the region. Across northeast Maryland, definitely saw a good amount of snowfall, anywhere from 7.5 to 8.5 inches. And a lot of that snow really set up shop across Queen Anne's, Talbot, and even Caroline counties, where those blizzard warnings were underway. So we definitely saw a wide range in the snowfall department, but at BWY, we only saw 1.9 inches of snow, just below that 2-inch mark. And usually during the month of February, we should see about 7.5 inches of snow. This places us at 15.6 inches since December 1st. So this is the total amount of snow that we've seen so far this season. It looks like we're dealing with these numbers here. Temps right now sitting at or below freezing in many areas, likely dealing with some icy patches on the roads. Back over to you.
All right, Stevie, thank you. Well,
just wanted to help out. I mean, our friends further northeast dealt with a lot of snow, anywhere from 1 to 3 feet. In fact, Providence, Rhode Island actually set an all-time record snowfall of 37.9 inches, just below 38 inches over towards Providence, Rhode Island. Just absolutely incredible. Our friends further east of us across Delmarva, most areas around Delaware picked up anywhere from 10 to at least 20 inches of snow. And that system, that nor'easter, is shifting well away from us up to the northeast. We still have some light snow showers on the backside of this setup that are filtering in from the Great Lakes as the core of this energy moves away from us. A lot of this is focused right around New York, Pennsylvania, and even out towards West Virginia. We are looking at some icy patches out there on the roads because we did deal with the refreeze last night. Our temps right now are ranging below freezing for almost every single location. 27 degrees in Elkton, 26 in Centerville, and 24 degrees for my friends out in Bel Air. And when you factor in the wind to the equation, it's making it feel more like the teens, even the single digits. Feeling for you guys up in Thurmont in northern Frederick County, you guys are feeling like 6 degrees this morning. The warm hat is a must. If you live out by Bel Air or Parkton, now feeling like 11 and 17 degrees. That's how it's currently feeling out towards Essex in Baltimore County. Taking a glance at wind gusts, though, they're pretty elevated this morning. They're ranging anywhere from 20 to upwards of 30 miles per hour, and this wind is going to stick around throughout the day today. However, it's not going to be as gusty as it was yesterday. But that chilly breeze, that's going to keep wind chills in the upper 20s, even though we rise into the mid and upper 30s this afternoon. We have more in the way of sunshine today. We have a sunrise time of 6:46 and a sunset time of 5:53. And that's exactly what Futurecast shows. Nothing but blue skies today with a few clouds filtering in. And then we have those clouds gradually increasing tonight. We could start to see some of that wintry precipitation slide back into the area. This is looking very light in nature. We have some raindrops mixing in with some of those snowflakes across the higher elevations, mostly to the north of the Beltway. This is going to be very quick moving as a warm front lifts to our north. But then a cold front brings mostly rain showers to the area on Thursday. There could be some mixing near the state line, but because this energy, this system is going to be moving through during the afternoon, I'm thinking it's going to be too warm for. And then totals really picked up across the state of Delaware and even around Ocean City, where they saw anywhere from 10 to upwards of 20 inches of snow. Higher snowfall totals, of course, across the New England coastline. So we only picked up about 1.9 inches so far from this storm system. So that's the amount of snow that we've seen. Normally, we should be seeing about 7.5 inches of snow throughout the month of February. So this puts us at a total for the season, 15.6 inches. Taking a glance at Westminster this morning, McDaniel College noticing a few clouds out there right now, but skies are mostly clear, which is the reason why we're starting off so cold. So this is going to help keep some of that snowpack around that we dealt with from yesterday. So you can see it really hugging the hilltops, but it's pretty much off the rooftops this morning. We do have winds that are gusting between 20 to 30 across the state of Maryland. So that is the reason why we are starting off feeling like the single digits and even the teens out there. We will be rising above freezing today, so hopefully that will promote some melting in the snowpack this afternoon. I'll break down more details coming up in my full forecast. Christy? A glance at satellite and radar this morning. It showcases a drier start for us here across the state of Maryland. Radar is picking up on a few light snow showers sliding through Akron, Ohio, even out towards Pittsburgh, down by West Virginia, and even up towards Buffalo, New York, across western New York. Dealing with that nor'easter, that system that brought us all that wet snow yesterday, that is tracking more up to the northeast away from us. We have clear skies this morning as that system continues to depart. So waking up to a quieter start this morning, but boy, it is feeling cold out there because of the clear skies, and we also have brisk winds. The winds are a little bit too elevated for any fog to form, so that is helping us out in the visibility department. But you know it's cold when I match the temperature map. You can see most areas are starting off below freezing and even into the teens. Frostburg and Deep Creek, you guys are sitting at 13 to 16 degrees, feeling like 0 out there across far western Garrett County. 4 degrees in Frostburg, and feeling like 17 for everyone in Severn. So the warm hat and the gloves, that's the way to go. Here's a glance at our winds. I mentioned that they're a little bit elevated this morning. This is a look at sustained winds right now at about 5 to 15 across the board, with gusts already kicking up in that 20 to 30 mile per hour range. And winds are going to stay a little bit breezy through the afternoon, but not nearly as gusty as they were yesterday. Winds could pick up at times heading into your Wednesday. But today is National Tortilla Chip Day, a great day to chow down on some yummy tortillas indoors because it's going to be feeling cold out there thanks to that noticeable chilly breeze. We warmed things up to 37 degrees this afternoon. Even though we have tons of sunshine, we're going to stay below average in the temperature department because of that northwest wind. So it's more likely going to feel like the upper 20s as we get into the afternoon. But looking forward to seeing some of that sunshine today all across central Maryland. And then into tonight, I know we're so tired of the snow, but we could see some flurries pop up around our northern suburbs. This is not going to amount to anything. There could be some also raindrops that mix in as well across the lower elevation areas because of temperatures, and they'll be ranging a little bit above freezing during that time. This is mostly going to be an overnight event, not likely to cause impacts to the morning commute tomorrow, but I had to put it on the 7-day. The day out of the northwest with gusts around 20 to 25. So I know our temperatures are projected to hit 37 degrees, but subtract 10 degrees from that, that represents how it's going to feel. So the kids want to bundle up this morning as they head out to the bus stop and also as they head home from school. We fall near or slightly below freezing tonight, so this could warrant a brief wintry mix. That's not going to amount to a whole lot. I don't expect the morning commute to be highly impacted tomorrow morning, but you want to keep it slow on the roads as well because we're still dealing with some icy patches out there on the roadways this morning, and that likely likely will be the case for tomorrow as well. But then the rest of your Wednesday is looking rain-free with a high of 52. 44 degrees on your Thursday, mostly rain showers during the day, so it's going to be a wonderful day to spend a lot of your time indoors. Partly cloudy and dry on meteorologist Stevie Daniels. The time now is 6:46 on this Tuesday morning. Let's take a look at your full forecast. I'm going to show you the snowfall totals over the past day and a half. So it looks like the eastern shore picked up the most amount of snow out of this event, but our friends well off towards the beaches picked up a little bit more, close to 2 feet of snow in some areas up and down the eastern seaboard from the mid-Atlantic all the way up to New England. Chesapeake City saw about 9 inches of snow. Elkton 8.5, Northeast at 7, Mount Airy just under that. 6.5 inches of snow was measured over in Perryville, Rosedale, and Bentley Springs. You saw 5 inches of snow. BWI only saw 1.9, so just under that 2-inch mark. Overall, so far this snowfall season, this winter season, we've picked up a little bit over 15.5 inches of snow. Still places us a little bit below average in the snowfall department, as we typically see about 20 inches of snowfall in a winter season. We have these light snow showers still skirting through Pennsylvania, New York, even out towards West Virginia. But we are dry this morning, dealing with mostly clear skies, and this is the culprit. This is the reason why we're dealing with those very cold numbers out there this morning. Parkton, you guys are seeing a temp of 22 degrees, 28 downtown, feeling a little bit milder near the metro regions, even out by Stevensville and Annapolis. I would subtract about 10 degrees because that represents how it feels. Feeling like 6 degrees up in Thurmont, 13 over in Bel Air, and feeling like 16 degrees for my friends down in Centerville and Easton. You can blame the winds for that. Right now they're kicking up and gusting between 20 to 25 for most. That's how they'll stay throughout the morning hours, and then they'll gradually start to diminish heading towards dinner time before they pick right back up into your Wednesday. We have a brief wintry mix that will likely not bring any accumulation to the area, so not to worry. We could see some flurries flying around though early tomorrow morning as we approach midnight, and some of that could spill over before daybreak on Wednesday. Today I'm forecasting a high of 37 degrees, lots of sunshine throughout the day today, and love to see that because yesterday we dealt with those clouds throughout the majority of the day. But then here's the look overnight right around the midnight hour. Here's a look at some of those different colors, the blues, the pinks, and even the greens. So it's not only some flurries, but also we could encounter some raindrops as well as that warm front lifts to our north. Again, not going to amount to a whole lot. Thursday's system looks a little bit more impactful as a cold front swings through, mostly bringing us rain showers